Okay, hopefully for this video, camera won't be sliding down upon this. For some reason, Ike's tripod is breaking apart and then it's slowly moving downwards. Anyways, about video. Finally, the final game of many arcade games. At least that I know. Of course, it's on the range like Precipice of Darkness 4. Which I didn't want to play the game until I opened it, or even in some cases, when I had opened the game, I didn't want to play the game. I will be mentioning it at least one of the reasons why later. Also, recent videos don't get as much traction as non-commentary done on the laptop videos that are less effort put in to make or publish. I wish make is better than I don't know. So, I started writing the script when I haven't finished the game, but I will see if I will be finishing it when I'm in the middle of making this video. It's because on the surface gameplay is the same as Precipice 3. Of course there are differences. Also it looks like I also play in the past, even before finishing Precipice 3. Of course without beating the game at the time. Now I check it. I don't have a lot of bullet points saved while I was playing it. If I play it more after writing the script and add to say anything else, then probably it was already added in the script. Of course, this will be spoiler for Precipice 3, because this game happens after it. After the events of Precipice 3, it was destroyed but taken at a backend plant or reborn or restored or whatever said, which didn't work out because there is a last good alloy of 4 to complete the plan. We started exploring the Underhell where we were sent after the events of Precipice 3 and found out we need to reach Overhell. However, the party members were split apart, so we switched around which party group we follow. Also, Dr. Blood joined us to search for Estia. Or at least to one party group that is. I guess to game that is. Of course, I'll start with what gameplay elements stayed from Precipice 3. Of course, it's turn-based combat, timepad, link auto fight, and you start with 0 MP as a starter fight, and you get 1 MP each turn. Game still shows enemies alt but not only when selecting to attack but before having the option to fight. You can analyze the enemy's alt and status, where the game also allows to give up, which I haven't tried. Probably because there are only weak encounters, so enemies will stay on map if I gave up on the fight, because the game takes in Underhell, the story reasons makes us control the monsters. Before starting the game, I changed the gamepad search keyboard. If you want to change gamepad for fun, control, then you need to change for all keypads. In that case, I was at fault that popped up as pause menu and Q as option menu for Precipice 3. So I always had different controls for this game. Unlike Precipice 3, the game doesn't have a custom option, unless it's unlockable under the game, and there's no option like prologue, at least before beating the game. In this game you can find level up items, which can be saved for later, and the game forces you to level up one of your monsters, or maybe even take you. I don't like the game forces me to switch parties. Or I just don't like the abilities or whatever they are called on my race group. At the moment it's difficult, or at least tedious, to play as my race group. Recently, before writing the script, Gabe's group had a lot of screen time back to back, and I get used to it. Maybe I will also get used to my race group, but like I said before, it's at least tedious. Because I didn't feel like to play, I started to have a video in the background to play the game.
With the law occurred in 2013 when he was charged with stalking and threatening.
But from that point I stopped writing the bullet points. Either the video distracted me from thinking about bullet points to read, or I didn't have fun, or both things happened. To listen to videos, I lowered the game's music with in-game options. However, okay, how did I pronounce it? However, it seems like those settings get reset when the game is reopened. And if I like the moment when the game's audio is needed, and which can be repeated, then I wouldn't be able to share it. Like this for example. Because I lost a save file for Precipice 3, then thankfully, the Precipice 4 didn't ask me to load Precipice 3's save file, but from interface, it's only story connections to the game. I guess it may have been that I still got bored of playing this franchise, or even turn-based role-playing games. That's why I didn't feel like playing this game, or even that I didn't finish a game. Or also, I'm not interested in this franchise anymore at least. Or I guess it was burden on this franchise. Or also what on that I lost roboting notes Elite save file and it started to have technical problems. Like voice only doesn't play for it. Might play burst in way I will like not playing this game. Speaking of technical problems, this game lagged. Either when I had video running in background or not, so maybe it was shut down and robotics not Elite made every process to stop exporting, broke something at system level. Sorry about rambling. Back to the video topic. Well, if you didn't get bored now playing this franchise or turn-based combat, then you can play it. But of course in order. Thankfully now 3 and this is free to play, then you need to just play episode 1 and 2. Then wait for big Steam sale like Summer Sale, which might be the false lie, if not something else before, and then get the episode 1 and 2 bundle. By the way, when I was working on Precipice 3 video, I read somewhere that Penny Arcade is connected to bugs, but of course I haven't been to it because I live in Europe and I'm bored. Like Penny Arcade starts as bugs I saw, or bugs was started from Penny Arcade. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave like on it, subscribe and comment. See you next time.